Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a video here where I'm going to be discussing some of the new FIFA 13 features. I was invited to a webcast of some other gameplay designers just talking about what's going to be involved in FIFA 13 and what to expect as far as just the gameplay, just as far as, the core gameplay goes. So there's not going to be any Ultimate Team news, club news, anything like that yet. No new, game mode features announced. So this is just simply the core gameplay and what to expect. So what you guys are looking at on the screen right now is just some screenshots, and I'm just going to run through some of the features that I don't want to say features, but some of the improvements they've made to FIFA 13 for as far as attacking intelligence goes, the first touch of players, the complete dribbling which they have announced, and the new free kick system. So let's just start from the top. We'll start from attacking intelligence. Now this is all based around AI, and AI is artificial intelligence. So that's the players, you don't really have control over these things. This is just as what the players do in their own mind. So one of the huge things that I'm actually really looking forward to is the fact that now these players are going to be making curved runs. So they'll bend their they'll bend their run just to make sure they stay onside, and they'll just create space in behind the defense. And I think it will make for a lot more interesting gameplay. It'll make for a lot more interesting attacking maneuvers, and just in general it'll look a lot better, because I've noticed several times my player will just dart straight forward in the most idiotic run, and the through ball just doesn't cut it enough. Whereas if he bends his curve, it'll create a lot more space in behind the defense, and he might not be offside for once. Another thing is that these decisive runs will be made. So in FIFA 12, they just dart straight forward in these slightly diagonal runs sometimes, or just straight forward occasionally. But now they're going to be making far more intelligent runs. Depending on where your player is, he's going to be moving in certain directions. And I just think that in general, through balls will be a huge part of FIFA 13. I can see that making things a lot more interesting. And another thing is there's going to be opening up the passing channels. So let's say a player makes a darting run and then notices it's not on anymore. Instead of in FIFA 13 where he kind of just wastes it and does it, and then he doesn't really get back into the play, he'll drop back and expect the pass, so that you now have another option to pass to. So I think that'll be really interesting to see how that all pans out, and I look forward to seeing how that goes. Anyways, the next thing is first touch control. So in FIFA 12, it has to be said, it is very unrealistic how the first touches work. So let's say, I launch a huge through ball through to a centre back, for example. In FIFA 12, he'll take that down as if he's got the touch of Messi. It's just completely unrealistic. So now in FIFA 13, there's going to be a lot more realistic. So depending on the power of the pass, how far away you've aimed it from the player, and all this sort of thing, is how they're going to take it down. So let's say you rocket one into Tevez's feet. He's going to take, it's going to bobble at his feet, it might just pop up a little bit, and it's just going to be a lot more realistic. Another example, so say the only thing I am slightly worried about though is it with the bronze players, it might make them a lot worse, because they're not going to have the great touches that Tevez, Messi, Ronaldo, all them have. So if a ball is a fairly powerful one, I don't want it to hit the player's foot and then bounce away for 10 meters. But I really hope they calculate this well, and they make it realistic to the point where players, the bronze and silver players, don't have the touch of a donkey, and it's just rocketing 10 meters ahead of them, and becomes completely useless. So that's one big thing I'm hoping they get right in FIFA 13. So that's pretty much first touch control. I've kind of gone over it pretty quickly, but I know you lads just want to know about what to expect in FIFA 13, so I don't want to spend too much time on one particular thing. So let's get moving on to the next part, which is complete dribbling. Now at first I was slightly skeptical about what this was all about, because it just seems a bit of a soppy topic. But then when they mention that now you can face up to defenders, you can take them on, now you have like at the moment you can like run past them and all this thing, but now you can it's sort of like shuffling left and right. You can kind of run one way, but run diagonally, but still face the defender, and it will make for really interesting skill moves, gameplay, and all that fun stuff, because you can take on a player, but you're facing him and things like that. Another huge thing is now you can shield the ball. Now I know for a lot of YouTubers or people that watch YouTube, we really don't like newbie play, but you know, 360-degree shielding now should be quite interesting, although I really don't want to see people abusing it to the point where they're literally spending, you know, I'm spending 5 minutes of a game trying to get a ball off someone who's trying to shield it. That could be really irritating, and hopefully they get that right though. But yeah, now you can just shield the ball in a full 360 degrees. But back to the point about facing up to defenders. So let's say Messi takes up Hummels from Dortmund, right? Okay, so Hummels goes up, he goes up against Hummels, and now you know you can go one way, and then but you can change which side the foot is on, I suppose, if that makes sense. It's called Precision 2.0. So what you can do is you can it's slightly inspired from FIFA Street, and you can run at these players, and you can switch which foot he uses, and it kind of dummies it in a way. I'm not explaining this too well, but I'm hoping you guys sort of get the drift of it. You know, they can take on one player, you know, he just swaps feet to ensure that he's not going to get tackled on that one particular foot, and let's hope that you know, it makes for interesting gameplay, and that's what I really want to see in FIFA 13, is just interesting gameplay, to be perfectly honest with you at the moment. So the next big thing is free kicks. Now free kicks, you can now have 3 people crowding around the ball. You can have dummy runners, so they can just run over the ball, so you can have 2 dummy runners going over it. You can also, if you have the wall, you can now shuffle the wall forward. But one thing is, if you try and shuffle the wall forward just a little too much, then you'll receive a yellow card to one of your players in that wall. So you know, that's a really interesting thing that they're bringing into the game. I don't know how it's going to work, but I hope they get it spot on, to not to the point where, you know, every time they can bring the wall a good meter in front and I just not got a chance, because that would be absolutely horrible. But I do think that they're going to get this one right, and it is quite an interesting thing that they've decided to put into FIFA. Also, another big thing with free kicks is now, if you're the defending side, in FIFA 12 you could, or in any other previous FIFA, you can only jump with the wall once and one time only. Now you can jump as many times as you want, due to the fact that obviously they have the dummy runners in the game, so I feel as though they, in order to balance it out, they said that the defender should be able to jump the wall as many times as they wanted. So that will be really interesting to see. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for FIFA 13 news. There'll be a link in the description to a blog which pretty much goes over this perfectly. Probably explained it far better than I have, especially the complete dribbling. It's a lot harder to explain in words than it is to see it. So you know, I think you guys should go and check out the link down below, and just check out the blog, read all the FIFA 13 stuff. Let me know in the comments what you guys think to some of it. Unfortunately, you know, there's no Ultimate Team news as of yet, but as soon as that comes, I'll let you guys know. So if you guys want to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all that fun stuff, then that'd be great. Also, I've just remembered one of the biggest things is now, because the impact engine is being improved, this game is all about improving on FIFA 12 instead of adding a whole bunch of new features. It is mainly about improving. They have said they have dramatically improved the refereeing decisions, and I really can't wait to see what happens, because that was my biggest complaint in FIFA 12, was the fact that the referees were just completely awful. But that was with the impact engine. They've been said that they're completely doing a you know, completely improving that impact engine, and I really look forward to seeing what they come up with. So thanks a lot guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.